The Last Journey of the Uncrowned King, Ronaldo and the 2006 World Cup Curse. At 39, when most legends have long hung up their boots, Cristiano Ronaldo remains a force of nature, defying the very laws of time, while he continues to rewrite the record books in Saudi Arabia. One final, glittering peak remains unscaled. This is more than just a quest for goals. It is the twilight of a titan pursuing the ultimate dream: World Cup glory in 2026. The eternal force, silencing critics at Al Nassr. Welcome back to the theater of the extraordinary. Just when the skeptics began to sharpen their knives, suggesting that Al Nassr had found a smoother rhythm during his injury layoff, Cristiano Ronaldo did what he has done for 2 decades. He turned the stadium into his private gallery. His return against Al Najma wasn't just a comeback, it was a 5-2 masterclass that served as a loud, defiant reminder of his vertical leap into immortality. In a match that demanded authority, Ronaldo delivered a brace that propelled his season tally to an astonishing 23 goals, proving that while his age may climb, his hunger remains ravenous. The statistics tell a story of staggering longevity. By stepping onto the pitch for his 100th domestic appearance in Saudi Arabia, Ronaldo achieved a feat of consistency that defies the biological clock. To reach a century of games and contribute over 100 goal involvements at a third different club, following legendary stints at Manchester United and Real Madrid, is a testament to a professional standard that borders on the obsessive. He isn't just playing in the Saudi Pro League, he is colonizing it, ensuring that his name remains synonymous with domestic dominance regardless of the continent. But the true value of Ronaldo lies beyond the scoresheet. It is found in the way he deconstructs the absence theory. Critics argued Al Nassr was more cohesive without him. Yet against Al Najma, we saw the intangible gravity he exerts. He doesn't need to sprint for 90 minutes to be the most dangerous man on the grass. His movement is now a sophisticated game of chess, fewer steps, but higher stakes. He occupies defenders, creates pockets of space for teammates, and provides a psychological focal point that no other player on the roster can replicate. This isn't a team that merely accommodates him. This is a collective that draws its belief from his sheer presence. When the pressure mounts and the margins thin, Al Nassr relies on that cold-blooded efficiency that only a 5-time Ballon d'Or winner can provide. He has silenced the noise, not with words, but with the clinical resonance of the ball hitting the back of the net. Evolution of a legend, adapting to the reality of 39. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are witnessing today is not merely the twilight of a career, but a masterclass in athletic evolution. At 39 years of age, Cristiano Ronaldo is fundamentally rewriting the script of how a footballer ages. Gone are the days of the lightning-fast stepovers and the raw, explosive sprints down the touchline that defined his Manchester United youth. In their place, we see a clinical, hyper-intelligent predator who has mastered the art of economy. He is no longer fighting against time, he is working in tandem with it. By trading sheer physical force for positional genius, Ronaldo has transitioned from a high-volume engine into a precision-engineered weapon. Every run he makes is now a calculated gamble, every touch a deliberate step toward the ultimate objective. This adaptation is perfectly illustrated by the current Golden Boot race in the Saudi Pro League. Despite a month-long hiatus due to a hamstring injury, Ronaldo has surged back into the conversation, sitting third in the charts with 23 goals. He is breathing down the neck of Ivan from Al Ahly, proving that age has not blunted his competitive edge. To stay within striking distance of the league's elite at nearly 40 is nothing short of miraculous. It speaks to a relentless psychological drive that refuses to accept mediocrity. He isn't just participating, he is contending, proving that his hunger for individual accolades remains as voracious as it was 2 decades ago. The secret to this longevity lies in his transition toward efficiency over energy. Modern data shows us that while his total distance covered may have dipped, his expected goals and clinical finishing remain world-class. He has become a ghost in the box, utilizing subtle movements to lose defenders who are 10 or 15 years his junior. By preserving his bursts of energy for the moments that truly matter, he remains a nightmare for goalkeepers. This calculated preservation is exactly what will allow him to bridge the gap between now and 2026. He is playing the long game, transforming himself into a specialist of the final third, ensuring that when the World Cup stage finally arrives, he will have the freshness and the sharpness to deliver one last definitive blow for Portugal. This isn't just about survival, it is about a legend refining his craft to remain the most dangerous man on the pitch. The century of excellence, comparing the United, Madrid, and Riyadh eras. Ladies and gentlemen, we are witnessing a statistical anomaly that defies the very laws of athletic decline. To understand the magnitude of Cristiano Ronaldo's current stint at Al Nassr, one must look at the exclusive 100-100s club he has effectively inaugurated. By reaching 100 domestic appearances and surpassing 100 goal contributions for the Riyadh-based Giants, he has mirrored the legendary consistency he once displayed at Manchester United and Real Madrid. This is not merely about playing games, it is about absolute dominance across three vastly different footballing cultures and eras. While the Premier League demanded raw pace and La Liga required clinical precision, the Saudi Pro League tests his longevity and leadership. To replicate the same output in the Middle East that he did at the height of his powers in Europe proves that his greatness is not a product of his surroundings, but a result of an internal, unyielding standard. How does a 39-year-old body endure the physical toll of professional football? The answer lies in a psychological fortitude that borders on the obsessive. We saw him sidelined recently with a hamstring injury, a setback that would signal the beginning of the end for most veterans. Yet, his recovery in Madrid and immediate impact upon returning, evidenced by his masterclass against Al Najma, highlights a level of durability that is surgically precise. He has transitioned from a high-octane winger to a cerebral predator. He covers less ground than he did at Old Trafford, but every movement is calculated to exploit the slightest defensive lapse. It is this evolution of intelligence that keeps him ahead of the curve and ahead of his younger peers. Finally, we must talk about the summit of the mountain, the hunt for 1.000 goals. With 967 career strikes already in the bag, the countdown to 4 digits has become the most compelling subplot in sports history. This is no longer just a projection, it is a mission. Given his current rate of 23 goals this season, the timeline suggests that the milestone is well within reach before the curtains rise on the 2026 World Cup. Every goal he scores now is a brick added to an impenetrable legacy. A message to the world that while time may be undefeated, it is certainly having its hardest ever fight against the man from Madeira. If he reaches that 1,000th goal, he won't just be a player, he will be an eternal benchmark for what is humanly possible in the beautiful game. The shadow of Lusail, the Messi comparison and the World Cup void. For nearly 2 decades, the footballing world has been defined by a binary star system, a relentless tug-of-war for supremacy between Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. However, the equilibrium of that rivalry shifted dramatically on a humid night in Lusail back in 2022. As Messi hoisted the gold in Qatar, the narrative surrounding the greatest of all-time debate took a sharp turn, leaving Ronaldo, in the eyes of many critics, exactly one step behind. While Ronaldo's trophy cabinet is a literal museum of success, boasting 5 Ballon d'Or awards and 5 Champions League titles, there is a gaping golden void where the World Cup should be. This isn't just about adding another trophy, it is about psychological parity and the completion of a sporting legacy that has been built on the foundation of being the absolute best. The 2026 World Cup represents more than just a tournament for Ronaldo. It is the final frontier for footballing immortality. To understand the why behind his relentless drive at age 39, one must look at the nature of his ambition. For a man who has conquered England, Spain, and Italy, the absence of the world title is the only remaining argument against his total dominance. By pursuing the 2026 dream, Ronaldo is attempting to bridge the gap created in Qatar, seeking to prove that his longevity can eventually match the peak of his greatest rival. He knows that in the history books, the World Cup is the ultimate currency. If he can lead Portugal to glory in North America, he doesn't just silence the doubters, he creates a stalemate in the GOAT debate that may never be resolved. It is the pursuit of a perfect ending, a chance to turn the shadow of Lusail into a mere footnote in a career that refuses to acknowledge the limits of time. For Ronaldo, the mission is clear, the cabinet is not full until the world is at his feet. Path to 2026, the strategic road to North America. The road to the 2026 World Cup begins not in Lisbon, but in the heat of Riyadh. For Cristiano Ronaldo, the Saudi Pro League is no longer just a new frontier, it is the ultimate laboratory for his longevity. To arrive in North America as a viable threat, he knows he must first secure domestic dominance with Al Nassr. Lifting the league title serves as a psychological launchpad, proving that his hunger for silverware remains undiminished. By maintaining a high goal-scoring output in a league that continues to attract elite European talent, he keeps his competitive edge razor-sharp, ensuring he doesn't just enter the international stage on reputation alone, but on merit and momentum. While contemporaries like Neymar find their careers stalled by the recurring nightmare of physical decline and injury, Ronaldo remains the ultimate survivor of his generation. His meticulous approach to recovery and biological maintenance has allowed him to defy the natural laws of aging that have sidelined others. This durability is his greatest weapon, while younger stars flicker out. Ronaldo's flame persists through sheer force of will. In Portugal's 2026 offensive strategy, we are likely to see a sophisticated evolution of the CR7 role. He is no longer the explosive winger of 2004, but a cold, calculating, number 9 inches who masters the art of the ghosting run. Visualize him as the tactical anchor, a veteran presence who draws defenders away to create space for the pace of Leao or the creativity of Bruno Fernandes, only to reappear at the crucial moment for that one clinical finish. It is a swan song written in the language of experience, where every movement is deliberate and every touch carries the weight of a legendary career seeking its final golden chord. The clock is ticking toward the ultimate crescendo. At 39, Cristiano Ronaldo is no longer chasing records, he is chasing immortality. Whether he reaches the 1,000-goal milestone or finally lifts that elusive World Cup trophy, his journey remains a testament to human defiance against time. Watch closely, because we are witnessing the final, thunderous chords of a legend determined to turn a lifelong dream into reality.